Since 1996, the National Environmental Stewardship Award, known as TESSA, has recognized producers who go above and beyond standard industry conservation practices and set positive examples for other cattle producers and the general public. To celebrate the 25th anniversary of TESSA, we will hear from some of the outstanding farmers and ranchers across this country who have been recognized as past recipients.
We were the first recipients of the Canadian Cattlemen's Environmental Stewardship Award, which we won in 1996. We were concerned about what we saw in the countryside, where erosion was occurring, where cattle were given free access to waterways. And so we were able to do our bit for the environment on our farm. But to have that recognized meant a great deal to us.
It was a huge honor to be chosen for the award, especially since we were the first feedlot operation to ever receive this prestigious award. And 20 years later, it's still a reinforcement to us every day that we have a duty to learn and improve how our operation interacts with nature. And I think receiving the award has helped us all be proud of what we have accomplished, but also provide a long-term focus to our family and all of our staff, that every decision we make and everything we do has an effect and leaves an impression on our environment, our clients, our customers, but most importantly, our consumers.
The grassland has evolved since the time of the glaciers with grazing animals. You remove grazing animals and the health of the grassland is going to diminish because it's part of the natural cycle to be grazed.
At the Waldron, with our forages, we're trying to create that cycle again. So rather than bringing in cattle in and continuously grazing, we put them in short sections. It gets beat up for a little while, and then as soon as we leave and we let it rest for 300 days, then it gets the chance to come back and rejuvenate and grow again.
To be chosen as the TESSA recipient, to have that, I mean, it just puts you on a pedestal, and the tough part is staying there, I guess. Environmental stewardship is a kind of a balancing act because you have to, it's like optimization and resilience. Like you have to optimize what you can, but you have to keep your place resilient so that it will continue to be productive. You have to be able to make a dollar to feed yourself and your family, but then you also have to, look after the land that you've been blessed to look after.
Some of the original land here dates back to pre-Confederation, to 1844, so we're very proud of the fact that we've been able to farm and live in this area here for 7 generations, and hopefully we'll create an atmosphere where the 8th generation will want to take over this when the proper time comes. The major project I think that was involved in the TESSA award was our watering, where we fenced all the cattle out of the brucks, and we supply them all fresh water out of the watering bowls, and concrete pads underneath all the bowls to keep it fairly clean around the bowls, and our pretty extensive series of paddocks for our pasture.
It was wonderful meeting other families who believe in what we do and how we do things.
I think we're still shocked. I remember I was out moving animals. Mom and Dad went to the banquet, and Dad texted me, holy cow, we actually won. So that's how I found out, but we were pretty shocked and humbled by it.
I guess when you say, how did it feel? I have no words. I still don't have any words. It was overwhelming. Environmental stewardship really is just, in my opinion, it's just working with nature or in nature's image. And when you're working with it, all the pieces just seem to fall into place, and the whole system just functions better.
It was a real honor to be chosen. I think it's an award that every rancher wants to achieve. I think stewardship means to me that you take a bigger picture of looking at what you have on your ranch and looking at how you can make it better. Ultimately, it comes down to that's how you make a living, is how you take care of your land and your animals. So if you don't take care of your land, you're not really taking good care of your animals, and you don't get the full return that you should.
And I think it's lots of public perspective nowadays. I mean, people eating beef, they want to know where it's coming from and how it's raised.
And my hope for it too is that, you know, that every rancher can turn around and look at their land and think of ways to make their land better for the next generation or just for their own selves.